Now, Pat, one thing I noticed yesterday when we were doing the chair pose is you were a little bit hunched here when you came down. So try and focus on lifting. Sorry? Oh, Moira, lovely, you've joined. Wonderful. So try and keep your chest high, Pat, when you are coming into that deadlift. So strong set position, feet hip width apart, arms hanging, and roll. So see how the chest is high there, Pat? So don't look down. That's it. And then come back up again. Good. Keep that chest high. Keep the shoulders back. That's it. And then coming back up again. Good. Then Moira, send your hips back and down. Try not to bend in the knees first. And start off with strong set position. So feet are hip width apart, Moira. That's it. And then hinging. And coming up. Good. Down to the knees. And coming back up. Just slow to start off with. So hips going back and down and coming back up. Good. This is our deadlifts. The deadlift works the glutes. Down for 2. We'll speed it up a little bit. The glutes and the hamstrings getting a good warm up. Much better there, Pat. Good. 2 more like that. Down and up. And down and up. Good. We're going to do a dead row now. So come back down to the knees. This is a wide dead row. Bring those elbows out to the side. Bring them back down again and stand up. Good. So coming down, bringing those elbows out to the side, coming down and back up again. So Moira, keep those lower arms hanging. You don't have to go out to the side here, just hanging. Lovely. And down and up. Good. Coming down, pulling, down and up. So these are our pulling muscles. Good. Hinging, pulling, warming up those upper back. Much better, Moira. Good. Hinge, pull, lower and stand. 2 more like that, just to warm that upper back up. Lower and stand. Last one. Hinge, pull, lower and stand. Lovely. Come back to that set position. So roll those shoulders up, back and down. Those feet are grounded. Upright row. So push the weights together and bring them up to the center of your chest. And move the weights really close to the body, lifting and lowering. Good. We're aiming for the target area here is the bottom. So the bottom of the, under the boobs, the bra line. That's it. And nice and high and wide with those elbows, Pat. Nice and positive with the elbows. Good. That's it. Beautiful. Lovely. 2 more. Lifting and lowering. And lifting and lowering. Good. Okay. We're going to bring our feet together. So we're going to utilize chair pose from yoga. We're going to bring our hips back and down. Keep that chest high. That's it. And then come back up again. This time, the arms are going to come out in front of us. The hips go back and down. Arms come in front. Lovely. Aim to get your arms parallel to the ground. That's it. And slowly coming up. Good. Squeeze the knees together, squeeze the ankles together. Now we're warming that core up and warming up the fronts of the shoulders. And of course the glutes supporting us. Good. 2 more like that. Stop with the weights in line with the shoulders and then slowly come back up again and stop with the weights in line with the shoulders. Beautiful. Right, we've warmed ourselves up. We're going to come down to the floor for our glute bridges. Today, we're going to start off with single leg glute bridges, so we don't need any weight. So coming down onto the ground, feet hip width apart, and bring those feet as close to your hips as you can get them. Knees are hip width apart as well. Tuck your chin, ground down through your shoulders, and lift your hips up. This is now our starting point. We're going to do the left leg first for 8 repetitions. So lift that left leg up, bring it down. That's 1 repetition. Slow, 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 slow. 2 and 3. Good. 4, we're halfway there. Keep the other hip high. We're just tapping the toe. That's 5. Keep pushing up. 6, 2 more. Nice and slow, beautiful. Really loading those glutes. Last one. Bring the foot down. Reset here. So we're staying in that hip bridge. Right leg is going to go for 8 repetitions. So the right leg lifts and lowers. Taps. That's 1. 2. Nice and slow and controlled. Good. Keep pushing the opposite hip up. That's 3. Good job. Halfway there. Really point that foot up to the ceiling and really squeeze the glutes up. Beautiful. 2 more. Make sure you're breathing. And the last one. Bring both feet down. Bring the hips down and just hug your knees into your chest to stretch that back out. Now we're going to put some weight on. It's good to mix up the training. So grab the backs of your thighs, roll up. Grab yourself a heavy weight. I'm going to go for 2 kilograms today. I recommend at least 2 kilograms. Pop it between your hips. And we've got our feet hip width apart. Hold on to the weight and slowly bring your hips up. Slowly bring them down again. And we're going to do 3 more slow ones. So coming up and down. So feet are close to hips, knees stay hip width apart as well, and coming down. Now we're starting off from a place where those muscles are slightly fatigued already. 1 more nice and slow one, and that's good. That means we'll get stronger quicker. Lovely. Let's come up for 1. So go up for 1, and then bring it down slowly. Let's go up for 1 again. And bring it down slowly. Good. We're going to do 6 more like that. So up for 1, and then resist that weight as you come down. Good. Up for 1, down slow. 4 more like that. We're halfway there. Stay holding on to the weights. Lowering down. Oof. Lift and lower. 2 more. Really squeeze those glutes all the way up to the top and keep control of the weight all the way down. 1 more. And down. Nice. Back to the 2 and 2. So slightly faster than the starting tempo. Up for 2 and down for 2. Good. 6 more like that. Going straight up and coming straight down. Really squeeze at the top of the range as well. Good. We're working endurance here. Staying power, that's what we need. Good. And coming down. 2 more like that. Just check in with yourself so you know where halfway is. Good. And then come up halfway. Go all the way up to the top. Come halfway down, hold it. Come all the way down. Good. Up halfway, hold it there. All the way up to the top. Halfway down. All the way down. 4 more like that. Up halfway. Up all the way. Now I'm really halfway down, really increasing that time under tension all the way down. Up halfway. Good. Up all the way. This is really, really mean. This is really going to work those muscles. Good. 2 more like that. Up halfway. Up all the way. Down halfway. And down all the way. Last one. Make it a good quality one. Just like the first one. down halfway, and down all the way. Really well done. Now take that heavy plate in both hands, bring it up above your head, and keep those hips down. We're going to give the glutes a little rest while we warm our triceps up. The tricep extension, bringing the weight down to the forehead and taking it up. So down for 2 and up for 2. Nice and slow, down for 2 and up for 2. Now squeeze those elbows in, Moira. Don't let them flare out. Good. You want to keep those elbows squeezing towards each other. That's it. Much better. Down for 2 and up for 2. Nice. Let's change the tempo. Let's go down for 1. So go down to the forehead and stop, and then lift those weights up. And again, down and stop and lift up slowly. Lovely. We'll do 6 more like that. Down and squeeze up, and down and squeeze up. Good. Keep that discipline of squeezing those elbows in, even when it gets hard, and coming up. Good. Stop just above the head, squeeze the weights up, and 1 more. Stop and squeeze. Well done. Stop with your arms above your head. We're going to lift our hips up. So now we're going to hold a glute bridge while we do what we just did. So 8, 1 and 3s. So hips are up, down for 1, and up for 3. Good. This is 2. Squeeze up and down and squeeze. So keep those elbows squeezing towards each other. Keep your wrists neutral and keep the discipline of moving slowly on the up. Down and stop above the face and squeeze up slowly. Good. 2 for the price of 1 here. Good. Keep squeezing those glutes up. Ah, it's starting to burn a bit. I'm there with you. Keep pushing those hips up. Good. 2 more. Down and squeeze up. And then the last one. Down and squeeze up. Lovely. Bring those weights down to your belly. Bring your hips down and then grab the backs of your thighs and roll yourselves up. I'm going to get you to bring 2 medium weights down because we're going to work our chest. We're going to do some chest flies. 2 medium weights. I'm going to go for 2 kilograms. If you've got 2 or 1.25, those are good ones. And Moira, just check in with your shoulder and with your arm on this one. So just... Okay. Wait. Well, you need to listen to your body, and if it does hurt, then adapt or stop. Okay, chest flies. Open those arms wide and then squeeze up. Good. So the elbows are gently bent. Nice. Weights start above the chest. We open all the way to above the ground and then squeeze those weights up. Good. So chest flies, we're loading the pectorals, coming back up again. Good. Open and squeeze. Nice. Open again and squeeze. Good. And 1 more. Open and squeeze. Good. So we're going to do what we did with the glute bridges. We're going to go down halfway and stop. Open all the way and stop. Come up halfway and stop. And then up all the way. And again. So opening halfway and stopping. Just holding it there with control. Open all the way. And then up halfway and up all the way. Good. Now, I want you to switch your core on. So stop halfway, switch your core on here and keep it switched on. Open all the way. The core will help you with lifting those weights up halfway and then bringing them all the way up to the top. Good. So open halfway and stop. All the way and stop. To the middle and to the top. One more just like that. So opening halfway. Feel that tension, feel the pecs working all the way up. Lovely. Now bring your knees up off the ground. So feet up off the ground, knees at 90 degrees. We're going to do a 2 and 2. So open for 1, open for 2. A little bit faster now, no holds in the middle. Now you will feel the core working here because that core is supporting you and it's got no choice with the legs up. Good. 2 and 2, up for 2 and down for 2. 3 more like that, opening and closing. Keep that core switched on, keep those shins parallel. Oof, I can feel that. One more, opening and closing. Well done. Bring those weights down to your belly and we're going to roll up and pop the weights over to the side. Come on up to standing. We're going to work our upper back now. So similar to what we did in the warm-up, but we can go with heavier weights on this one. I'm just going to use those 2s that I've got. So starting in your strong set position, roll those shoulders up, back and down, heels under hips, and switch that core on. Chest is high, nice and high, proud chest. Come down to your knees, wide dead row, bringing those elbows out to the side, bringing them down and then standing up. Good. So hinging, pulling, lowering to the knees and standing up. Good. 4 moves. Hinge, pulling, lowering. Nice high proud chest there, Pat. Good. So it's the chest, not the head. Nice. And we're going nice and wide with those elbows. Lovely. Bring those elbows literally out to the side, lowering. Good. And down again. 2 more like that. Hinging, pulling, lowering and standing. Last one. Hinge, pull, lower and stand. Reset. Strong set position. We're going to do some upright rows with the slightly heavier weights. So lifting those weights up to the center of the chest and back down again. Now, why do we do these? We do these to strengthen that upper back. You want to go really positively with those elbows. The wrists are not distorted at all. You want to feel this in that upper back. Good. Lift and lower. Lovely. Really positive and bring those weights close to the body. That's it. Core is switched on and we're loading those upper backs. Good job. Lift and lower. 2 more. Good. Now we're going to do some dead rows, but this time they're going to be narrow. So you're going to pull your elbows back. So hinge down to the knees. Pull the elbows against your ribs. Lower them and stand up. So hinge and stick your bum out. Pull the elbows up. Lower them down and stand. Good. That neck stays in line with the spine. The chest is high. Good. Lower and stand. So doing it this way, we don't put lots of strain on the back. That back is working, but it's not being held in one position. Good. It is more complex because there are 4 moves, but you're doing amazingly here. You've figured out how to do it. Pulling, lowering. And the added advantage of doing the 4 moves is the glutes get to do some work as well. The glutes and the hamstrings. This is an all over body exercise, really. The whole body is helping. Lovely. And stop there. Roll those shoulders up, back and down. Well done. As we've got 2 slightly heavier weights, we're going to work the biceps. So lift up through that chest, glue your elbows to the sides of your body and lift the weights up and bring them back down again. Simple move, this one. Coming up and coming back down again. So we're going to do the same tempo that we did with those glute bridges and with the chest flies now. We're going to come up halfway, hold it for a moment, all the way, hold it for a moment, halfway down, that's where you're going to feel it, and then all the way. And again, up halfway, hold, up all the way, hold. Keep those wrists neutral, Pat. You're letting your wrists drop. I want you to keep them strong. Don't let the weights move your wrists. Good. Come up halfway, all the way, down and down. Good. Lift, lift, stop and stop. So keep your body completely still by bracing through the core. Good. Then come up halfway and stop there. Good. Just hold it there. And let's go little pulses just in the middle. Again, it's a movement from the elbow. So it's that lower arm moving. The wrists are staying completely neutral. Good. Nice. And then come down. Let's just work that bottom part of the range. Up halfway and down. Up halfway and down. Two more. Up halfway and down. Last one. Wonderful. Let's go to the light weights again, and we're going to work our shoulders. So I've got my 1.1 kilograms. You want to go as light as you can here. Strong set position and bring your arms out in front of you. This is the starting point now. You're going to keep the weights at shoulder height. Bring the arms out wide and bring them back in again. That's the move. We'll work our way up overhead. So the arms go wide. This is very similar to that chest fly, but the gravity's in a different place. Good. Opening and closing. Good. You don't have to go super wide there, Pat. Just go as wide as the shoulders. Good. Open and close. One more, Pat. You're doing great. Keep the arms straight. Stop here and then bring the weights down. Bring them down with control. We can have a shake. Bring the weights up again. And then back down again. Simple, simple. So this is going to work the fronts of the shoulders. Up and down. Good. Shoulders are relaxed. That's it. Lifting and lowering. Two more. Coming up and down. Move with control. Don't let the weights drag you down. And then come to here. Stop. Bring your arms out. Stop. Bring your arms up to 90 degrees. New move. I'm going to come down onto my knees. You don't have to. This is just so you can see what my arms are doing. Going up overhead and coming back down again. Elbows to shoulder height. Weights overhead. Good. So lifting, lowering. Now, if you need to just do the movement, Moira, and get rid of the weights, you absolutely can. Lifting and lowering. Good. Keep that discipline. The upper arm comes to parallel to the ground. That's it. And that lower arm is perpendicular to the ground. So we're working with a 90-degree angle. One more. You're doing great, Pat. Again, if you need to just get rid of the weight, you can. Stop here. This is now the starting point. Rotate to raise. Down and up. All these lovely 90-degree angles here. Down and up. Good. Down and up. That's it, Pat. Keep the elbows at shoulder height. Good. Nice. Well done. Stop here. Last one for the shoulders. Side raise. Keeping the elbows at 90 degrees. Elbows come up to just under the shoulders. Good. Lifting and lowering. Good. 2 more. The last one. And we get rid of those weights. Well done. We're in cool down mode now. Let's start by stretching the shoulders because, hey, they've just done a lot of work. So roll them up, back and down. And then open those arms out. This is going to stretch the fronts of the shoulders as well as the chest. Squeezing your shoulder blades together, palms facing me. Good. And then round through the front. It's going to stretch the backs of the shoulders. So round through your body and pull away, clasping your hands in front of you. Nice. And then open those arms out. Bring your right arm across your body. Left arm goes up above the elbow and just hold it there. That's also going to stretch the back of that shoulder and the tricep. Opening and other side. Good. Opening again. Let's stretch the chest again. So squeeze those arms back. Nice. And let's stretch the tricep. So right arm comes up overhead. Take a hold of the elbow with the left hand. You can come into a little side bend. Opening it. Left elbow in right hand. Good.